Hello, it's Helen from Journal with Purpose. In this video I'm going to be sharing a quick flip through with you of my latest completed junk journal. I completed this one a little while ago now, a couple of weeks, and it's from London Gifties, and it sort of comes with a craft cover, but I've decorated it as you probably expect, and I absolutely love using this. So it's a standard size traveller's notebook insert, and I really like sticking in all sorts of things like business cards from people that I've either bought from or if they've sent me some things in the mail. So I always stick things like that in. It's a really nice way to keep them safe. And I tend to use this book more for documenting my thoughts and feelings, whereas my other daily journal that I share is kind of more practical, what's actually happened each day, and this is how I'm thinking and feeling about everything. And I really enjoy the process of looking at each page and deciding how I can best use it to be able to write on or create on. So with things like this, I've included a couple of different cards there. This is from Flo's Paper Lovers book, I believe. And I often rip out the tags and cards that they have in there. And any little notes that I receive in the post, I pop in there too. And for me, it's a great way of also being able to use up stickers where perhaps I'm coming to the end of a sheet, so I haven't got enough to use for a whole theme. Washi tape, anything like that. I sometimes do stamping, stenciling, all sorts in here as well. For this one, I popped in a little envelope and put some journaling inside there on a tag and some scrap paper. And then again, another tipping card under here. I just secure these in with washi tape on both sides. And I really enjoy it depending on how interesting the background of a paper is. I might stick some writing paper over almost all of it or leave it clear just with a little bit of paper or some cards stuck in so that I can leave the background completely visible. And if there's any images like this, I tend to write around them so that I don't actually go over the image itself. So I started this one back in September. And it's taken me through right into December. And I love all of these different types of pages that are in a junk journal. I just find them so interesting to look through even before you start using them. That's a postcard from Christine at London Gifties. And anytime I get sent new washi tape or I've ordered any new tapes, I tend to put them straight in the journal as well so that I can remember kind of at what point that I got them and where they're from. Again, another postcard from Christine at London Gifties, and I've used that to journal on the back of. And I find it a really kind of interesting and interactive way to keep a record of all of my thoughts and feelings over a few month period. It's Jane Foster, who happens to live very close to me, and I've met up with her for a couple of times, but I also ordered her book recently on fabrics. So I don't tend to photograph this journal because it's usually more personal in terms of perhaps what I'm thinking about, but it's lovely to have it all documented here. M's Ephemera I follow on Instagram, and I placed an order from her shop just before Christmas, and she included that lovely tag, so it's nice to have that stuck in here. I was lucky enough to get some Chanel No. 5 from my partner at Christmas, so that label definitely had to go in. So that's me documenting all of kind of Christmas and into the new year. And again at the back I placed an order from Catnip Illustration on Etsy, who I follow here on YouTube, and that was the postcard that came in with the order and the compliment slip from Jane Foster. So they get really nice and thick and bulky by the time I finish using them. But I absolutely love that about junk journals. There's not loads of pages so they don't become so big that you can't use them. But for me, that's just kind of the right amount to be able to document a few months and have lots of space to stick in anything really, say particularly Happy Mail things, but tickets, food wrappings, anything you fancy. And as complete surprise, a couple of weeks ago, Laurie from Journal with Law, I'll try and remember to link her Instagram down below, she sent me a junk journal she'd made for me in the post, and it was so kind of her and completely unexpected. So I've started decorating this and using it already. So this is how I'm getting on with this one so far. And I tend to just add some little bits of space. Perhaps at the weekend I might spend 10 minutes sticking some things in so that I know I've got spaces to be able to write on throughout the week. And once I finish this junk journal, I will of course film another flip through. I really hope you've enjoyed seeing inside my junk journals. If you've enjoyed this video, it would be great if you'd leave it a thumbs up. And if you're new to my channel, I would love it if you would consider subscribing. If you've got any questions or comments, please do leave them down below. And I look forward to speaking to you very soon in the next one.